Welcome back, Dungeoneers. It's Sunday afternoon, and that can only mean one thing. It's time to play Dungeons and Dragons. You're watching Dice and Dungeons, and I'm here at the table with.
I'm David Wong. I play Nines, a Tabaxi bard.
I'm
the only one.
The only Tabaxi?
Yeah, the only
in the
Tabaxi
world?
bard. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a very weird career path for him to take.
I'm Nicole Bates. I play Sorian Sewell, a druid who's having a hard time with allergies in real life and not very good at being a druid, apparently. I feel like there must be a druid spell that alleviates allergies. Is that a restoration?
What am I supposed to be?
You're supposed to confuse our
Greg.
watchers.
I play Ulseth Ralph, a Furbog fighter.
We're doing cool things with our hands, your watchers.
That's our
I'm not
fingers
doing
are just
anything
all
with
over
your
the
hands.
place. I'm doing
Every
cool
week, I sit in amazement at what the hell goes on that end of the table. I'm Alexis Bates, your trusty dungeon mistress.
What are you doing with your hands?
Nothing.
And if you need to find something to do with your hands, why don't you go to a keyboard and type in www.patreon.com/DysonDungeons. Our Patreon is the best way to support the show.
It's also the best Patreon.
It's also objectively the best Patreon.
Yeah.
It is.
Because
Four
it
out
has
of
a
four votes.
variety of tiers that you can subscribe
Completely
to.
unique to our Patreon.
DM notes. There are no other DM notes on Patreon written by Alexis Bates.
That's the only place.
Improv startup warm-ups. The only improv warm-ups on Patreon featuring us.
And
It's literally the only Patreon that will get money to us rather than someone else. So check it out. That's patreon.com/DysonDungeons.
oh, there's a new feature too that only patrons get, right?
The hot takes from Cold Reads. It's not that new.
It's very hot, though.
It's very hot and cold.
Yes.
Yeah, cold to the touch. hot
But
to
you
the
have to
heart.
subscribe to Patreon to find out about it. So
Yeah, you should do that.
check it out.
Yeah. God, I really wish someone would sponsor this show.
That was the most insane
You say that
description of our Patreon yet.
What? I said it was a Taylor Swift of Patreons before.
Yeah, how is that not worse?
That was like sarcastic. This was,
Yeah, that was sarcastic.
boy, I wish that our Patreon was the Taylor Swift of Patreons, where it the Patreon couldn't get on a plane without
No.
being stalked.
Do you know
the
that-
Patreon
You
couldn't.
know who the Taylor Swift of sponsors, show sponsors is?
We've already made that joke.
Did we?
Yeah,
It was
we
a
did.
good joke.
Yeah, it was
worth
a
making
Taylor
twice.
Swift of jokes.
There's a little.
If you
logo.
like making
If you
the
look at
same joke
screen-
multiple times,
If
Yep.
you look at the screen and you look underneath Zoria, there's a little face, and what does it
Yeah.
say on it?
She was about to try and do it, and you cut her off.
She wasn't gonna ever.
She was
getting around to
actively
it.
saying it, and you cut her off.
Saying what?
go buy shit at Geekified. They're in Vinton, Iowa. They got a Facebook page. Just search Geekified Vinton. Go give them some fucking money. We're done. I'm gonna have to bleep that out later. All right, engineers, let's roll. last week on Dice and Dungeons. Midnight Brunch. decided to split up for most of the episode. Ulseth and Nines taking one approach to find the Thieves Guild, well, Soria took another.
I'm pretty sure I was just untying rope, not looking for the Thieves Guild. But anyway, go.
I think Hilwin was trying to find the Thieves Guild.
Well, Holwyn, getting off my description here, Holwyn was indeed trying to reach out to some contacts.
I just want to be fair that I was just told to get rope and kicked out of the group
Yeah.
to get rope.
Okay.
It's guys' night. We just said guys' night.
That is fair.
Getting robbed.
You did. Back on track. Ulseth and Nines unfortunately failed to gain access to the Thieves Guild despite
failure.
allowing themselves to be pickpocketed, which is, to say the least, a bold move, and I can't wait to see how that plays out for them. Meanwhile, Soria, attempting to infiltrate the Thieves Guild via another slightly more reasonable method, she was told to go get rope and decided to multitask. She achieved slightly more success. She spoke with a person who had some shady connections and, critically, wasn't pickpocketed.
That I know.
The party was, however, invited to an upscale art gallery where they met a real contact with the Thieves Guild, their old friend from Iron Vale, Charna. Okay, so she's not actually from Iron Vale, but that's where they met her. We rejoin them as Ulseth has gathered a crowd and is harumphing about art, which he totally knows things about.
Well,
Mention how much you'd pay for a lambdol.
I am looking around, and this is supposed to be an art show. Where is the art?
Yeah, that's just the crowd.
It's just, yeah, I know what a crowd sounds like.
And it sounds like that. Exactly.
I like that. Well,
Is there someone
Talk
walking
about
around?
how much you'd pay
Yeah.
for a lambdol.
if I cannot see any art, at least I must find the hors d'oeuvres. Where is the hors d'oeuvre table?
This crowd is not helpful.
I push my way through the crowd.
How much would you pay for this lambdol? I pull out the lambdol that I have from the smuggler.
Oh, that lambdol.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
that
specific one.
specific lambdol.
Yeah.
I am not in the market for lambdals. I am in the market for the buffet table.
You're supposed to try the price. Anyway, okay. I shove it back. All right. I was gonna cook you
really-
something with the hors d'oeuvres, but now I'm not.
No, you're not. I would pay.
You really need to you need to tell him the plan. Also,
Yeah,
doesn't really
there
sink
were-
on his
how
feet
many
very
hours,
well.
how many stages were there in that plan?
One,
So I
make money.
Late price.
do I find the buffet hors d'oeuvre table?
Yes.
What's
You
on
d-
it? Hors d'oeuvres, right?
Hors d'oeuvres, yeah.
Is there champagne?
No, but there are waiters with champagne going around.
Oh,
yeah.
I take a tray.
The whole tray.
Well, yeah, he's holding
That
a
was
tray.
polite
right?
of you to not
I
take
just
the
say-
waiter.
She should.
Yeah, so I take the tray.
Okay, you have.
Do you hold the tray and go like?
No, I
Do
am
you
not.
put straws in each of the champagne
Also,
flips?
it's not gross like
And
that.
put it,
'cause
like-
I hold the tray and just drink one and set it on the tray of the waiter passing by, and then drink another one and do that.
So you're getting drunk.
It's champagne, really?
If you drink enough of it. No, thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, famously, no one's ever gotten champagne drunk. That's
No,
very
never.
well known.
No.
That's why mimosas are so popular.
So are there canapes as well?
I thought
as
that was because of
hors
Aquaman.
What?
Oh, no, it's a person. That's Momoa.
d'oeuvres? So you who are you who
Oh,
had
you really
that
stretched
you
that
who had
joke
that
out.
painting that looked like it may be art. May I see it again? Nope.
Now that you're sloshed, now let me appraise some art.
I mean, that is generally the idea of serving alcohol at art houses. Yeah.
Yeah, unless you've had 3 glasses of what they call to be champagne, although it does have bubbles in it, you can't really appreciate the things that are on display. At least you can't appreciate them enough to maybe want one.
Do we want any of the art here, by the way? Is there anything that appeals to us? Do I roll for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there
Is
any?
the art? Is there anything artistic?
Is there any like contemporary art that appeals to the three of you?
I think
someone
we should
who
roll
grew
a
up
D100.
A swamp.
Are there any swamp scenes?
Someone who is a bard, and then Soria. Those three.
I rolled a 42, so I find one
If I,
that describes the meaning of life, the universe, and everything.
to you.
To me, I go, I have been searching this entire gallery.
Is it a painting of a swamp?
And it was not until I drank this tray of champagne that I was able to appreciate that which is in front of me. How come you're not going,
You might have lost your flow with the...
I mean, no one's really like laughing at this. Now they're intrigued.
oh. Yes. Yes.
I'm getting in a drinking fight with whoever's just taking a sip every time I take a sip.
I see the answer here, but I cannot find the question.
Saw that.
Well, why don't you describe the image that so captured you?
Yeah, describe it.
Describe it.
Yeah.
It has an arch. It is an arch of 7 colors.
So it's a rainbow.
No.
It's a Roigbiv. And on the end of it, there is a cauldron.
So it's a Lucky Charms commercial.
That is on the other end of the rainbow.
Oh.
There's a,
Oh, it's a rainbow.
No, it is a Roigbiv. It is a Roigbiv with a cauldron. And in the background, there is an indistinct background that is the question that must be asked in order to understand the answer.
It's like an actual question, like in the back.
Like, so if we scrape away the paint, there'll be a question under there?
Do you think so?
Try it. Do you need a knife?
Do you have a knife?
Here.
We all just handle some.
I have many knives. I am not. There are so many knives. I can't pick the
Find
right
your
one.
question also.
So you found a picture with a Roigbiv. Definitely not a rainbow, a Roigbiv
Roigbiv.
that ends on one side in a cauldron.
Yes.
So because rainbows, they're like stacked, the colors. This is a Roigbiv, so the colors actually go like
Yeah.
left to right rather than vertically. So it's like red, orange, yellow, like left to right along the bow.
Yeah, this thing got red shifted. Hell.
It's very fast.
Yeah.
You better find your question.
So you who are the audience,
Oh,
shall we seek the question?
the question. Oh.
Okay. I
What?
cannot choose the knives. Pick one for me.
I take
grabbed-
Nine's knife.
Give it back!
No.
Potato!
Oh, was it that knife?
I think that's the only knife I have.
Oh, well, here, I have it back.
Did a potato appear in your...
No.
No, I had to hold it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
Potato!
take a fork, unable to decide which knife to use.
You only have one.
We took
You
most of
took
your
all
knives.
of the knives away.
During
was
during the deliberation, some attendant comes out and hangs takes the painting off and then hangs a sold sign in its place and then walks it into the back room.
1,500 gold for the sign.
The attendant just ignores you, and the sign has a little price that says 10,000.
Dang it.
I was so close to understanding life, the universe, and everything.
Well, go get the attendant. You have a knife. Hurry up.
Yes, let's rob the attendant.
Another waiter comes by. I take the tray.
I take the knife.
Anything else you want to do in the art gallery?
My job here is done.
What's the cheapest painting?
The cheapest painting?
Yeah.
or sculpture or other
Like-
thing pretending to be art.
No, just
The most
Just a painting.
modestly priced, or the one that looks cheap?
the most modestly priced. Modestly priced.
Lowest price.
Okay.
Moderately priced.
No, lowest, not moderate. I want.
Yeah, what's the
middle.
most moderate priced one? Give me 2 prices.
Give us the average painting and the cheapest painting.
Yeah.
Okay, the most average, like the painting that comes closest to the average price of all the paintings?
Yeah,
Okay.
we do the math.
Okay, so the painting that hits the average price is a very large painting. It is 20 feet by 8 feet tall. So it's a big piece.
I am not carrying that.
And it is
They deliver.
nothing but black paint. It's just black. Just a huge
How black? Different layer.
it's not Vanta black.
How much is it?
Isn't it Vanta white?
No, but it's because it's black.
How much?
Where's a
is it?
soft thing I can throw at someone?
Ow. Hey, that was me.
You threw it at the one person you didn't want to throw at.
Well, I'm bad at throwing. There's a reason I didn't play sports. Because I was bad at them.
And you have asthma.
And I have asthma. I was that.
Well,
How much is this gigantic black painting?
It's the average price, like 30,000 gold.
Should we get it?
No,
It'll only go up in
we
value.
need to send a thank you present to Holen's parents.
but we should buy maybe the cheapest one
Why?
because it would cost less.
Oh.
Can we check on that? What's the lowest price one?
The lowest price one, which you were going to go look at, is a like postage stamp size. It's like a 1x1 that is also all black.
1x1 unit. Is
Are there-
every
Yeah.
painting in here just
Units?
just a black painting except for the one?
Right.
Except for the Roigbiv.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you just happen to find these two.
How much is the cheapest one?
1,000 gold.
Wow.
Do we need to do a thank you gift for the what's Holen's last name? Holen, what's your last name?
Harumph?
I don't know.
Ah, did you have one of these as well?
Is it
Holding
when?
out the tray of champagne.
Is it when? It's when, isn't it?
No. I never gave them a last name.
Holen? What's your last name?
Yeah, come up one on the spot right now.
We need a canon last name
Oh,
right now.
my family doesn't believe in last names.
What do you mean they don't believe in last names?
We don't use them. We just use one name.
You just say, hey, you.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Is this canon, Holen?
So it's Helwyn, hey you?
Hilwyn, hey you. No, I don't.
H-U-Y-U.
I've
you?
I've never bothered to come up with a last name for Hilwyn.
Holen, how have we never asked you?
I don't know. How you never asked me my last name? It seems so basic.
It's like we didn't care.
It's like no one ever thought of it.
No one ever thought.
Or do you only have one name like Nines?
No, Nines has a last name.
What's your last name, Nines?
What? It's Nines. It's one thing. It's
Oh,
like
so
share.
Nines is the last name. It's
It's the last, the
Nines
first
is-
name, and the middle name.
Nines.
so you're Nines.
No.
Are you guys actually having this conversation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you guys are actually having Holwyn. What's your last name? I don't have a last name.
I don't know if that part.
For all they know, well, this is like some sort of performance piece. I don't know if it happens in art
that
galleries
is.
like this.
I put down a hat quick
I put down one of my various hats
in front of us as
in
we're
front of us as we're
performing.
having this
buskering?
conversation.
Yeah.
Are you trying to busk inside the art installations?
Yes. That's what we're doing right now.
Okay, fair.
Are you going to criticize us?
No, I'm just wondering.
No, not you. I'm asking Olstep if he's going to criticize us.
Oh no, I am part of
If
this.
you
Win-
just
win.
yell, "This is performance art," you can do pretty much anything.
Oh, I smack you on the back of the head.
I've definitely
Ow.
lost the plot of where we're going or what we're doing right now.
We were trying to find out Hohen's last name.
Yeah, and we've been in a fancy place for at least 10 minutes. So
Drinking
my
trays and
brain's
trays of
just
champagne.
dead.
And I lost my Roigbiv.
Is there a nice painting that's about like easily like a normal like portrait sort of size painting?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm gonna yell, "This is performance art," and take it off the wall and start to walk out. Just yelling, "This is performance art. This is performance art," over and over.
Can I do that with like a
Okay, roll
Performance.
check.
can I
pick
help
up-
with it? I'm part of. Am I grabbing the other end of it?
Yeah.
I
Do
pick
I
up the
roll
hat
it
and
because
I'm
I
doing
have a
this.
better performance?
Yeah. I'm assisting you.
And I'm
Is that
doing
okay?
I'm doing this with the hat just to to make it clear.
Thank you.
Can I assist him in this performance?
I already have advantage. Wait, no, that thing is with
You've given him guidance.
And D4.
Oh, that's terrible. That's 22. Wait, do I have advantage?
Do I get anything in my hat?
No,
It's not my hat.
that's not how performance art's work.
Fine, it
Part
works.
of the performance.
And we walk home yelling.
I give you back your hat.
Was it the hat I was wearing, or was that just a hat in my disguise kit?
You just gave me a hat. I don't know.
Which hat did I give you?
This one.
Describe the hat to me.
It's round, and it's round on the top and all around
It's a
the
bowler
outside.
hat.
And it bowls.
Wait, no, I gave my bowler hat to a mammoth.
spider.
This is another.
A spider.
Yeah, the spider.
Yeah.
I don't think that's mine.
Would you
What do
like
you
a free hat?
Free hat.
Yeah.
I put on my hat.
Can you describe the art that we just stole?
No.
No.
Pilfered.
So I can
Performance
copy
art.
it. So I can write it down.
Jesus, ignoring us now.
It's a picture of a guy.
Do we
Is
recognize
there
the
a
guy?
title?
No, there's a title and it just says guy.
Picture of a guy.
Just guy.
It is.
yeah.
It is guy.
Oh, so it's one of these Navinian people.
I cast legend lore on the guy.
No, it is. It's not. It's not
You're looking
Guy.
at cats.
Well, I looked up
Not guy, as in like it's a like lowercase guy.
How much? What was the price tag on it?
1,500 gold.
1,500.
Wasn't the other one cheaper?
It was 1,000 for the little bitty pussy.
Oh, was it 1,000 for the other?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this
we
is,
should have sold better art.
hey, we got a present for Holand's parents.
We do.
Mr. and Mrs. No last name.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
So
I
we
just
leave.
gave Holman a last name.
Did they just
Oh.
remember it?
Yeah, Holman was so caught off guard that they couldn't remember their last name for a minute. They were just like, "Oh, no one's ever asked my last name." Every byline I ever had as a writer just said Holman.
What's your last name, Holland? Will your parents like this painting?
Probably. I don't know. It's nice.
Yeah, leave the price tag on so they know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the most Dutch thing. I want to be clear because I know we have a couple of people that listen in Europe. I'm not talking about folks from the Netherlands. I'm talking about the Dutch descendants that live here in West Michigan. They're very different in basically every way imaginable.
Except that they're still tall.
What's your last
Yeah, that's
name?
true.
Holland.
Keeloon.
Keeloon.
Kyluun.
Gonna edit on the character sheet.
I already did.
Oh.
K-I-L-U-U-N.
Hey, there it is.
Hoven Keeloon. It almost rhymes.
Could you make a Keeloon pie?
What?
A Keeloon pie.
I don't know what.
It's like a key lime pie, but you make it.
I think this is any pie you make.
It would be a Keeloon pie.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why I'm kind of confused.
You should make a shop called that.
Yes.
Keeloon Pies.
But why?
Everybody likes pies.
Everyone has dreams, Hilwin, and now you can finally live yours.
That's why.
But
So we
owning
go
a
back.
pie shop isn't my dream.
I think owning a pie shop is your dream, as I cast suggestion.
Are you really doing that?
Yes, I am doing that.
It'll only last for a little while.
yeah,
Like 8 hours or something.
That might be long enough.
it might be long enough.
Take out alone.
We have.
I think that,
What was your,
there might be a bakery shop opening up because one of them got robbed recently, right?
Yeah, actually, one did get robbed recently by someone. I don't know who.
All set.
I don't know.
Stole a bunch of.
It was all
bread.
set.
Well, what'd you get on your suggestion?
It
No,
wa-
I don't roll for
it's
it.
a static. What's your
Oh.
17.
17 now?
Oh, it's a saving throw.
Okay. Holman goes, no, it's not my dream. Trying to cast your stupid spell on me. I know when you
That's
do.
stupid.
I know when you do it.
It's a good spell for cool
Good
people.
spell.
How
Only those
could
people
how
have
could
this
you
spell.
who are Hoenn,
Yeah.
Hoenn Kiloon,
Uh huh.
how do you know when?
Which is my name. That's been well
That's always been your
established.
name.
Yeah.
Yes. How is it that you know that Nines is casting a spell?
Because he's not subtle about it. He's Nines. There's nothing subtle about anything he does.
What's your last name, Nines?
Well, it's not. It's just you just go by stage name.
Oh.
So you guys are walking home now.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
loudly, and Olsef is very drunk off
And
champagne.
they're both very wanted and not in disguise.
Fortunately for you all, it is night, so
We hide in the
And
shadows.
so if a guard looks, he's just gonna see 3 people just walking by. One of them
And-
just doesn't have legs.
And Hoen's not even here.
yeah.
Only 3 people.
Yeah,
And the painting is just.
that's the third person. It's just Guy.
Oh yeah, it's just a guy.
Yeah, so it's us. We're walking,
Yeah.
and there's a guy
and
between
there's
us.
a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Wonder what the guy's last name is.
Does it say on the back?
I look on the
look.
back.
it doesn't. It just says guy.
It says Guy on the back.
Yeah.
Do we have
this-
like a black light?
For like hidden messages, should
Yeah.
we squeeze some lemon on it?
We squeeze some lemon. I make I get my knife out. Lemon.
And then I think we need to heat it up.
Yeah,
after
so
that.
I like spray some of it underneath the Guy part.
Do you want me to light my sword?
Yes, do the thing.
Flame on!
Wait, carefully. Are you helping?
Try to
Are you
activate the secret
Are you
message.
scorching the lemon?
So after
you
you
done with
pretend
this?
to
Flame
be
off.
Nicolas Cage for a minute,
Yes.
nothing else happens. There's no secret message. It was just an art piece called Guy.
But now it smells
Now it's
lemony fresh.
Yeah, now it's
Yeah.
the lemon scented Guy.
And when we get back to
That's true.
Hoen's, when we get back to Hoen's, I'll tuck it into their parents' bed.
We can just put it on their
Just
wall.
gonna-
People
it's just
love it
gonna
when
be
you just
some-
put
It's a
holes in
present.
They're
their
gonna
wall.
come home and find some random guy in their bed.
Now you got it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I tuck it into the bed.
Okay.
All right. So we have to be up and ready for a 2 p.m., 2:07 p.m. meeting time tomorrow.
What time is
No.
it now?
Like 10, midnight? Midnight?
Oh yeah, it's probably around
1?
midnight. Yeah.
So we probably should just go to sleep.
Is anyone else awake right now?
I mean, a few people.
What are they doing?
Is Honkered awake?
Well,
Yeah, what's
Honkered's never really asleep. So.
Oh.
What was it? Were we hearing the honk? Was he still
When?
patrolling?
Oh. No.
No.
Are you here, Honkered?
A head pokes through the wall. Yes.
Oh, what you up to?
Reading.
Oh, what are you reading?
Newspaper.
Just the one page? Because you can't turn it?
Oh, yes, I found it laying on the floor.
Would you like help?
That'd be lovely. Yes, I think I'd like that. Yes. Oh my, you're very wanted. No wonder you've been having me fly all of that reconnaissance. Yes. Not quite sure how I do that when I can't technically resist the air, but whatever. Oh, there's a sale on hats. That's nice.
What?
That's where I got the hat.
No, I think
Did we
it's from
steal
your
hats when we
disguise
were-
kit.
I had to fill it with stuff. It just doesn't have all disguises in it.
It doesn't?
I think you got a
No,
free hat.
just for plot reasons, I just buy the ones I need.
That's nice. What a lovely story about a charming duck. Yes.
What? I get in front. What's the story about the duck?
Hey,
What? No, it's
Bert's
a
reading.
public newspaper.
no, it's not.
Do they have my name on it? I feel like I would have written my name on stuff.
No?
Do I see the word nines anywhere on it?
Like
I gotta-
capitalized proper? No.
I don't think it matters for me.
So once we're through the newspaper, I'll make everyone some sleepy time tea.
I do some fervent tech learning because I haven't done that in a while.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah,
should-
you have not done that in a while.
And while we drink our tea, I'll work on my changeling language. Good remembering.
Imagine what you can remember when you're mostly sober.
69.
Nice.
Nice.
Soria.
86.
Ooh. What are you learning?
Nines.
Continue working on my saxophone. I had a very
Have Honker-
productive night.
Have
of
Honker
three.
help you.
3.
Have Honker help you.
Reroll.
Yeah, Honker trains you.
This has nothing to do with Honker.
34.
Okay. You've just run into a hidden ability, and I can reveal it to you, of Nines' saxophone. When you're attempting to learn it, you can't suck that much at it.
Wow. Just like real saxophone.
Yeah, it's impossible to
It's-
be bad at it.
Yeah, you can't be bad at saxophone. Kids, ask your parents for a saxophone.
They'll really appreciate
Now we have-
every note you play.
We have a few weeks before this comes out. I wonder if we can come up with an entire line of instruments. Dyson Dungeons branded instruments.
I don't think so.
A saxophone, buy your Dyson Dungeons saxophone.
Yeah.
And with the
Why not?
tagline, you can't suck while playing this.
We have been trying to get a sponsorship with a distributor of musical instruments, and
And
they
they never-
haven't been paying attention.
I think it's because they're actually a cult. I am fairly certain it is a cult. You don't sell these things for $25 a piece without being a cult.
We won't reveal the instrument or the provider or any of that, but we have actively asked them for a sponsorship because it would have made a lot of sense.
Yeah, makes sense to me. I asked a question. And they
said-
ignored
didn't-
it. And it's
ignored
like,
it.
this isn't cult-like behavior. And then they deleted my email.
And I'm sure it has nothing to do with our very small follower count on every platform.
So, we take a long rest.
Yeah, I drink your tea. It's very refreshing and
Yeah. It's that some of that.
soporific.
It's some of that tea from the Agmar Hotel.
Does Artemore?
Oh, Artemore is
He's learning how to read.
he's learning how to read, right?
Literacy.
It's one of the first things I learned in Civilization.
Got 11.
Artemore's been having a rough couple of goes here. His last attempt was a 9, so
And that's best number. Should be, we're double points.
Yeah, not coming along very quickly.
but then it wouldn't be best number. Then it would be double best number.
So 2 best numbers.
No, it would just be worth twice as much.
Well, I think if you get 1, you should just put 2 9s next to each other. Kind of like when I cast Major Illusion and it's just 2 9s. Just talking to Olsef
18?
about... No, it's not called 18. That would be a terrible name for the super move.
2 9s next to each other?
Yeah, 2 9s next to each
Okay.
other.
Is there anything else you guys want to do tonight?
No.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
I can use my crown to cast Dream, can't I?
Yes, I believe you can.
Let me go down to that.
And what exactly are you going to do with this?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't get that far. I'm gonna go to Dole's dream.
Does he dream of paste?
We're about to find out.
Assuming he's dreaming right now.
All right. Wait. Well, I guess I create the dream.
So you dream of paste.
So I'm going to choose a creature known to me and
Yes.
is on the same plane of existence. Oh. Creatures that don't sleep like elves can't be contacted by this spell.
Oh, elves definitely sleep
In this world.
in this world.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can't.
Like, I don't mess around with that.
All right.
That's a part of the lore that I've never really cared for. So, elves definitely sleep.
So, if the target's asleep, the messenger appears in their dreams and can converse with the target as long as they remain asleep through the duration of the spell. I can also shape the environment of the dream, creating landscapes, objects, and other images.
I thought you were going to say lampscapes.
I can emerge from the trance at any time, ending the effect early. And he'll recall the dream perfectly upon waking. If the target's awake and the messenger knows it, I can either end the trance or wait for them to fall asleep. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a dream spell on Dole.
Okay. And please describe what you're imparting.
Oh, I just talk to them and I just talk to them and tell them about our day and create visuals of like the paintings we saw.
And stolen.
So that's you just
Just chatting with them about what we did.
okay, sure.
Updating.
Yeah, but what's your dream setting? Do you have like 2 chairs, fireplace in the middle?
Whatever Dole was dreaming of before.
No, you just inserted yourself in
Yeah.
that dream.
Yeah.
What was he dreaming?
Dole was dreaming about
Electric
explosions in the workplace.
Like a safety video or just...
More of like a fear of it, like dreams we think might be like processing emotions that you've had throughout the day, or like consistent worries or something.
So I'm just like, hey Dole, I see you're processing some stuff, but let me tell you about my day. And I just pause the explosions.
Like mid-explosion?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
one of
pretty
his
much, that's what you
colleagues
can
is
do.
just like half skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just make the rest of the dream go away.
Just
if you-
throw a tarp over that half skeleton guy.
I like how you can get rid of that skeleton. You're just
Yeah,
like,
you did. You threw a tarp over him.
tarp.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yep, all gone.
Yeah. So like, hey Dole, how's it going?
Dole isn't quite as conversational as he usually is. This is apparently Dole's not necessarily the most verbal in his
Oh,
dreams.
well, I just talk at Dole and tell Dole all about the day, and I'll create visual aids.
So Dole, from his perspective, is having a really trippy dream.
Yeah,
A
actually,
very specific dream.
And I
it's
just
like he said he'll remember it perfectly. Does he know it's a dream?
So it's also,
technically no.
So unless you tell him it's a dream, he doesn't know it's a dream.
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, I'm using the dream spell, Dole.
That's something Dream Zoria would say.
And I just make Nines look a little worse than he normally does in the visual aids.
Please describe.
Oh, like when we first met him.
Yeah, but like worse in what ways?
Oh, just like, scraggly, dirty fur.
Oh, is Nine's a tabaxi in your dream?
Yeah. Oh, wait, no.
I
Can
know,
I do that?
No, not.
I
with
can't make
expansion.
Nines a tabaxi in the dream?
No.
Not even that. Wow, this is a real
Wow.
powerful curse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's even affecting dream level.
I make him like or instead of a badger, like a weasel, I guess.
You
Why?
can't.
I can't make him another animal. He's
No.
locked
I'm
as
not
a
a
badger.
druid.
Yeah. He's a
It's
badger.
just this hard lock badger. So if I polymorph him, will it not work?
Probably not.
Oh, we'll test that. I get to change my spells tomorrow. Yeah, so just tell him about the day. And then I go, all right, I'm going to bed now, bye. And go to sleep.
Weren't you already asleep?
No, I was in a trance.
How's it different from a sleep?
REM.
Okay.
Something, yeah.
Good.
Yep. I've been napping soundly this entire time. I missed it.
Perfect. Nines, anything crazy you want to be up to?
I don't know. Do I have any weird dreams?
Do you want to?
Do I have that choice? Can I just have weird dreams?
I don't know. You've never really tried to lucid dream.
I tried to lucid dream.
Okay. On your roll a d20. And add your, I don't know, charisma modifier to it. Yeah.
I got a 24.
Yeah, you actually managed to pull off a kind of lucid dream.
Oh, wow. So I'm
You
just
know,
like-
you project yourself into your favorite space, which of course is
just a big version of me.
Your
I'm
favorite space is a big version of you?
Yeah, that checks out.
Are you in your...
Like, imagine you go to like a Garfield land. There's a big Garfield.
You're gonna get inside that big Garfield.
It's a big Garfield. In my case, it's a big Nines.
So you go to like a
you're in-
Nines themed theme park?
Yeah.
Okay.
Specifically the restaurant part of it.
The ego.
This is my favorite thing I've ever learned about a player character is that given anything, any place that they would want to imagine themselves,
In a
they
lucid
want to
dream.
imagine themselves inside a large sculpture of themselves at an amusement park themed
down.
around themselves, and of course near the food court portion of the
Well,
theme
once
park.
I get the cotton candy, I go to my favorite attraction, the Hall of Humbleness.
Oh, please describe. What is the Hall of Humbleness?
It's just a door.
Is there a tunnel of love where you get to kiss yourself?
Yes.
Now,
Is there a ring
do
toss
you
game where you throw
imagine
rings
like
on
a
yourself?
second you there? Or is there like a statue of Nines at the end that
There's
everyone...
absolutely a mascot, Nines. I don't know who plays the mascot.
that
so
everyone gets to kiss? Like, is that at the end of the ride?
Ooh.
Then the
no.
mascot's like, you who are also Nines, pucker up.
And by get to, I mean has to.
Well, yeah, it's my dream.
So
how's it-
describe the rest of this this ride that you're on now.
The Hall of
trans-
Humbleness.
You've transported yourself to the Hall of Humbleness.
Like, it's just a
Please
door. It's
describe.
just a door to go to some other park because it's very short.
Just a gift shop.
Yes.
Like it's a gift shop.
Well, no, it's just a door into the gift shop.
Yeah.
So are there ice cream novelties of Nines?
Oh yeah, the eyes are way off.
Is there astronaut ice cream of Nines?
No, there's zero astronaut ice cream, but there's lots of astronauts
They're all
just
so
floating
hungry.
around.
Floating around, okay.
And they're like so hungry.
Because they have nothing to eat. I have deprived them of that.
They're only food, astronaut ice cream.
You know, I'll look around the gift shop. You know, there's
Is there a tote bag?
a tote bag.
Could you
there's-
get one?
Even in
No,
his
you don't get
lucid
the
dream,
trophy.
he doesn't buy his own things.
Yeah, I don't buy it. I just
take
window
one.
shop.
Yeah.
It's all behind windows.
You go,
Like every
go.
item's just behind a window.
Sorry, buy me this.
And you know, they have pretzel keychains
That are shaped like you.
Yeah, pretzel
Pretzels.
hats that are shaped like me.
With like the.
Wait, what is a
Badger.
pretzel keychain shaped like you? Is
It's
it like
it's like
it
a
like you
fake
were-
pretzel that's a pretzel shaped like Nines, but it's like plastic.
Like, you know when you get
okay?
you know when you get the macaroni and cheese and it's shaped like stuff, and then you look at it and you're
Yeah,
like,
like-
I have no idea what the hell this is.
Yeah, because
But
it's
it's
not
bad.
really shaped like
Yeah.
anything actually.
Yeah,
And the
it's-
keychains have names on them, but all the names are Nines.
yeah,
instead
yeah.
of-
You go to the mini license plate, it's all just nines,
nines.
nines, nines, nines.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
All
Man,
right.
I am invading this dream later as the players.
You already
No,
cast
don't
it.
turn. Why would you just? If we're just gonna just have magic fights, just
Yeah.
passive aggressive. You're gonna come in with dream.
You're
I'm gonna use
suggest.
suggestion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can.
It's a lot better
manipulate-
than PvP.
I'm gonna see if there's like ways I can manipulate legend lore to just throw bullshit into the stories.
I'm glad that we know Nines is that humble.
Yeah.
That was
Somehow
interesting
makes
to
so
learn.
much sense.
Yeah. So well, then I grab my pretzel hat that's shaped like nines, and I jump on the nines that go around.
And then that's when the god you've been talking to is like, what the hell is this?
I don't know if the guy's gonna show up here.
Definitely not.
Not this one.
Absolutely not.
Well, I go to the amphitheater.
The amphitheater?
Yeah, the amphitheater.
Okay.
Not
like
an
a nine?
amphitheater.
No, it's not anything like that.
Is it like you walk into a giant nines and it's an amphitheater?
Yeah, it's just a giant nines. That's a theater.
There's several giant nines in this park, aren't there?
Yeah, but you know which one you're going to because the one you go to is the one that you wanted to go to
Yeah,
because it's a
Because
dream.
it's a dream, right?
So interestingly enough, all of the structures and things, it would have been like plaster mold over, some structure or something like that, right? But they've all been retrofitted in weird ways to be a badger from a tabaxi. Even in your dream, you're a badger.
And all of the
The
buildings.
nine's a coaster, like, as you're doing the loop, it just goes, I'm tired now, and stops upside down. I'm done.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense,
It would
doesn't
do
it?
that, yeah.
No, you get on the roller coaster and it starts, but then it gets to like the part where it like pulls you to the top. It's like, oh, stairs, and then it just backs up and the ride's over.
That somehow makes even more sense.
Oh no, stairs, right. Meanwhile, Ulseth is having a kind of dream that you get after drinking 2 trays of champagne.
So you're just
Not
blocked out.
good, not good champagne. It's art gallery champagne.
How do we have a dreams episode? We had shopping episodes. I never had a dream episode before.
No,
We're going to have a lot more now that I have this spell.
So you're
I
going
knew
to
there
base
was
someone.
I was like, it's a good item, but why does she have such an interest in it? And I realize it's because you looked the item up and went, I can cast a dream, and that's the perfect thing to mess around with.
Yeah, it's a great spell.
Got it. So, Ulseth, you're having a champagne dream.
yeah. But I am dreaming of a Roig Biv over and over and over again. It's like, when you have 2 mirrors facing each other and they just go off into infinity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is, except it's the Roig Biv.
You really want that painting.
No, I can't. It's just what,
It's like
that's what
the
happens
last
with
thing.
2 trays of champagne.
So 2 of us wake up refreshed.
Ulseth has, I don't know, kind of like a rainbow arc smear of what looks to be like blueberry jelly, like just on his forehead.
Why is there blueberry jelly on?
We did
Ulseth's
rob a
mic?
bakery, so it could be just
knows?
lying around.
Yeah,
Ulseth might have a little sleepwalking issue.
Oh, interesting.
yeah. I wouldn't know it, would I?
No, you wouldn't.
Did you unlock something when you got on that bender?
I didn't bend anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
So the next day, yeah, it's morning.
Really?
Ulseth is mildly hungover.
Yep.
How many eggs are in the fridge?
Oh, I don't know, 8.
Wow, we went through a lot of
We've
eggs.
been really working on it.
How many eggs did you guys put in there? I forgot.
It's
He
an
filled it
incalculable-
overflowing.
Yeah.
An empty fridge with eggs.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you opened it, it just.
But we've also been making quiche and stuff pretty much nonstop.
Yeah.
We should open up a bakery, is what we're saying.
If we had flour.
And I'm sure that no one just threw the eggs out.
No, not pale.
No, definitely not Preo. No.
Who else is up right now?
I'm up.
Prayel is up. Soloth is up. A couple of the divorcees.
Do they have
Doll.
like some sort of like
And it
morning
looks
ritual?
like the Serpentis 6 are maybe out on a run.
When they run, do they all like run in step?
They run in like a V formation
Yeah.
Like towards people.
towards the camera.
And they run in step cadence, right? So that like right, left.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do. Mm-hmm. Yep. They're out there having basically a training montage right now.
Okay.
Every workout is a montage for them.
Hey, Dol,
Yes, Soria.
did you like my dream?
You are what?
The dream spell that I did on you last night?
I thought I had ingested far too much paste.
Oh no, that was me. Didn't your doctor tell you not to eat so much paste?
Yes, but I had a weak moment.
Oh, understandable.
It's so satisfying.
So
Anyway,
I'm not used to this much humanization of Dole. Just
you like
having weakness like the rest of us.
Are you on speaker? Can I hear
No,
you?
no.
It's a private conversation,
Yeah,
so
I'm
we have to get
asking-
really close.
I'm asking about his dreams.
Okay.
So did you like my dream
Get
spell?
closer.
I thought it was an interesting way to communicate.
Yeah, so that's what happened. Do you want me to just update you every day?
Yes.
Okay. That'll be a good use of a 5th level spell.
Assuming that you get a full rest after you use it,
True.
it should not be a problem.
Alright. Sounds good. It's a plan then.
Yes, I shall look forward to your communications.
Ask him what I should use legend lore on.
What should Nines use legend lore on?
The things that are important to him.
What was important to him, though?
What?
What's important to him?
What's important to you, Dol?
Magical research. Paying my bills on time.
I'm pointing at my face right now, Dol.
Yes, you are important to me.
It's a video. It's a phone call. How? I don't think pointing.
No, I told him that I was pointing to myself.
You wouldn't want to be a liar.
Those are the things that are important to me, I suppose. My family used to be on there. However, unfortunately, they have all died.
Oh, what happened?
They got old.
Oh, is that common where you're from?
It does seem to be the most common way of passing, yes.
What?
I'm glad we couldn't hear this conversation.
All you guys heard was, is that common where you're from? Like, you must be having an interesting conversation about something.
About something. Yeah.
All right, well, we have to meet Charna from the dragon families and, like, do her bidding, I guess. So, I'll talk to you later.
Good luck with that, I suppose.
Thanks.
Anything else you want to say to him?
Just try and control the paste intake.
I will try.
Insight check.
Nines is just yelling insight check. Anyway.
Just in the back on inside check.
Oh, I guess I make an insight check
Persuasion.
since Nines told me to.
You're not sure what you're inciting, but
Dirty 10.
you are pretty sure you're
Right.
having a conversation right now.
12, sorry.
And that it's a pleasant one.
All right, talk to you later, doll. See you in your dreams.
Goodbye for now, I suppose.
All right. Click.
So you are Zoria.
Yeah.
How is Dole doing?
His parents died of old age.
Oh God.
What?
No.
Is that common?
I don't know. Apparently.
These are all fairly morbid jokes.
Yeah. I don't appreciate it. So, is my mild hang? Is there any analgesic around here? Do you have anything that would get rid of dizzy head?
Yes.
May I
What?
have some?
No, it's magic.
Oh. Well, can you do magic on me?
Yes.
Will you?
No. You drank all that champagne on your own.
I was not the only one drinking it.
You're the only one drinking it by the tray, though.
That is true.
All right.
Sorry,
Just
making
two-
you breakfast.
There's 2 trays.
I make
I
breakfast.
do love putting you guys into a place like an art gallery because it's a really easy session for me to prepare. It's basically an hour of you all being very stupid. It's my favorite session.
I'm gonna start making breakfast.
Okay, sure. You make some breakfast.
What'd you make?
I need chorizo. I need flour.
I thought you could only do raw ingredients.
Process flour.
We've established a couple things.
Moderate processing is
Moderate
acceptable,
processing.
like flour.
Like chorizo.
Oh, sausage,
Uh-huh.
I make you some sausage.
and I'll season it. I'm making breakfast burritos ultimately. So all the stuff that I'll need for that.
Okay. Well, I do that. Throw some avocados in there.
Yeah, I make nice pressed breakfast burritos.
You do that. They're good.
Yeah, good. Can Artemore eat it?
Put a couple.
I'll make a seafood one.
Thank you. That was very thoughtful.
Yeah. I thought of it after the fact, but I retroactively made it.
Went back in time.
Yeah.
Just. Oh no. I forgot to do that thing. Go back 10 minutes in time. Use your
Yeah.
time travel spell to go back 10 minutes.
And make breakfast on time.
And just shout at yourself like, hey, make a seafood version too. Oh, thanks.
To be fair, this is probably the safest use of time travel.
I didn't say that it wasn't the safest use.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
certainly is.
Until 10 minutes in the past where it's like, where did I learn time travel magic in 10 minutes? Oh, you'll meet a god in a moment.
Don't
Bye.
worry about it.
All right, so we have breakfast. We go out somewhere to get second breakfast.
You guys are wanted.
Yeah,
Then
we
I
can't
want
go out.
breakfast.
You are wanted and you want both.
Why don't you order takeout?
Fine. I pull out my phone. I order Uber Eats. Does this exist in this world?
None of that exists.
No.
Oh.
You are a Holwyn,
Yeah.
and who now has a last name.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always had a last name. We've been very
Holden
clear
wanted
about
to?
that.
No.
Oh, Nines would like to have more food. Could you go out and get some for them?
No.
Why not?
Because I am wanted.
What do you want?
We always wanted you.
I know all 4 of us are wanted.
Oh, were you? Yeah, you were on the bender too.
Yeah, it was a big mistake.
Oh, then how are we going to get to the place
It
we're
was like
supposed
a
to go to?
medium mistake. Let's be fair.
How can we get to the guild by 2:07 if we are wanted?
Well, you have
We
a
will have to
disguise
disguise
spell,
again.
but you only last for an hour, so we can't waste that getting 9-second breakfast.
No.
Fine, we'll just get one lunch and then we'll go to where we need to go.
All right, a standard lunch.
Yeah.
Do you think perhaps the guild has a restaurant?
It's a fancy hotel.
We could eat there.
At the hotel?
Some hotel restaurants are good.
What time is it?
Yeah.
Have we wasted enough time? Is it like 1:30?
Yeah, sure. It's 1:30.
Okay.
What happened to the whole day?
You were eating burritos.
Oh, yes.
You just sort of wandered down the street, stopping at different food stands all day.
Oh, what a
A
life.
dream.
Basically, sounds like just being on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
So I put on, I disguise myself as a guy. It's just a guy.
Like
You're a
from
guy
the
from the
painting?
painting?
Yeah,
You're the guy from the painting?
I am the guy from
He's
the painting.
really wanted. Like way more wanted. Like he did a lot of murders.
He confessed to everything on the back. If you squirt some lemon on there and set it on fire.
It's very dumb.
All right, so you're
No, it's
the
very
guy.
smart.
I'm the guy. I'm just a guy.
Just,
No,
you're
you're
the guy.
just guy.
Yeah, just guy.
Just guy.
I'm guy. Do you disguise yourself?
No, I'm an I'm a badger.
with a collar.
Yeah, I just.
A
I
very
just-
That's right.
I wear a
fancy
different
looking
hat.
collar.
You wear it. Okay.
I wear a different hat, and if someone accuses me of being that badger, I'm gonna get really indignant with them.
Yeah, all you do is have
Yeah.
to hiss and not say, I am 9! Which will
So,
be really
yeah.
hard for you.
Okay,
Okay. And
So
then
you
we
head
go to the
to-
guild.
you head to the guild.
Who should I be disguised as?
Guy's brother.
Okay, I'll be
The other guy.
I'll be guy 2.
The other guy.
Is it just the same guy, just with a different hat?
with a mustache.
A goatee. You have to be the evil guy.
Okay,
The
so
Van Dyke.
Yeah, the
you
Van Dyke
you
thing.
just get you're the guy from the painting with the Van Dyke.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay.
You go through the doors to the hotel, and a doorman greets you, waves you on in. There is a concierge straight ahead of you as you enter. He waves you over. Welcome to the guild. How may I help you today?
Well, I think I should not be the one speaking.
Well, you started. Good luck.
Hello, you who are behind the desk. Let me.
Check the name tag.
Oh, yeah, is there a name tag?
No.
Well, you who are behind the desk. The other guy will explain what it is we want.
It's always a good start. Very clear messaging. You want to know who you're speaking with.
We are very famous twins.
The good twin and the evil twin, you can tell by the Van Dyke.
And we're here to meet a friend.
And which friend are you here to meet?
It's secret.
Understandable. Do you require any of my assistance?
No, but you waved us over.
It is customary to greet all guests who wander through the doors.
Where's the restaurant that we can wait at?
The guild has a restaurant, but it is only available for paying guests.
Well, how much is a room?
I'm afraid it's a bit out of your price range.
We are very famous guys with a badger.
In the back, Holwyn just goes,
Oh, and what are you disguised in?
nothing.
Nothing. You just wanted.
Yeah,
You just wandered over here being wanted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
you can do that.
Anyway, hi.
Oh, I checked my 9's watch. What time is it?
2:06.
We will be back in a minute.
No, we'll just wait here for a minute.
We just stare.
I turned
At
my
the
back
clerk.
so that I could be back.
I just
Moments before
eat some astronaut ice cream really messily so it falls on the floor.
moments before
We have a
2:07.
bunch of astronaut ice cream.
It's true, you do. Not that astronaut, I think we established, is the brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, because astronauts aren't a thing.
No,
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
brand.
So astronaut ice cream, TM.
And it's been in my bag for like a month or two now.
Well, it's
so
astronaut TM.
it's probably been knocked around and it's kind of, as I open the bag,
Oh,
it
it's just like all
falls
it's all
out.
dust and crumbles. Yeah, that's how it gets.
So I just you just stuff my face in the bag to sort of get what
Because it
doesn't
gets
fall.
stuck all in your.
in my Van Dyke. Yeah.
So it's all kind of speckly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like confetti in your.
Yeah.
In your
I'm just watching the concierge as I do this.
Just before 2:07, someone comes down. You recognize the name that they're wearing.
Just ignore him. It's
Well,
not
actually,
207
only
yet.
Nines does. You recognize the name tag,
Oh.
Jalen,
Jalen.
which is the same person that you read the mind of. When you were entering the art gallery, you read their mind and you heard the phrase, mark one more for Jalen.
Oh. I relay that to Olsef. I just climb up to his ear as
Watch the claws.
badgers do. No.
The moment that 207 strikes, Jalen stands next to you. This is for you. You must all be in contact with the scroll. And then he turns around and leaves.
Everyone touch the paper. Wait. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Is Artemore staying at home, right?
Unless he's gonna
I
fight.
guess.
Oh, okay.
All right. Once all four hands touch the scroll, there's a flash of light, and you are transported to an entirely different room.
Within the same, we don't know, right?
You
It's
have no
just
idea.
a different room.
She implied it was a room in the building, but we don't actually know.
Do you trust anyone from the Thieves Guild?
No. Coromoth, maybe.
Welcome,
The guy that tried to kill us?
everyone, to the guild. I hope you are all feeling well rested, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, we had a long
I
rest.
brushed the astronaut ice cream on my beard to be presentable.
I hope the teleportation process was smooth enough.
It was fast.
I think only Owen threw up.
I'm okay now. Now,
I'm guessing this is Charna.
yes.
Okay.
If you wouldn't mind following me to, our planning room, I'll give you a briefing. And she waves for you to follow her. She walks around the corner, and you enter into a large open room with many windows. On the other side of the windows, you see a grand desert spreading out before you, as
Like
far as the eye can see.
The outside.
Yes.
What we consider to be the outside, right?
Yes. And that's where we're going to take a break. And we'll be back in a minute. Stay tuned. Find out what happens next. Welcome back, everyone. We have returned from break, and when we left off, you all were just entering the Guild, the very fancy, high-end hotel that your contact, Charna, who is a member of, actually a very high-up member of the most powerful dragon family in the Cormal Republic. I described the scene that you're walking into as a very large room with windows on the opposite side that look out onto a desert. There's some other things in the room that you can now see. There's a fairly sizable table, about twice the size of what is physically in front of you in the real world right now, which is to say about 8 by 10 feet, not meters. For
Fantasy
Who would possibly confuse the two?
I don't know.
Can I try and open a window, see if it's real?
Yeah, the windows, they will pivot. It goes out onto a balcony. So, I don't know if anyone's ever seen these or in like super fancy places where they'll have floor-to-ceiling window doors, and instead of sliding or pulling, they have a center pivot and they just rotate. It's that.
So are we actually in a desert, or is it?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
What's the temperature like?
Or look out over the balcony.
You're about, I don't know, 15 feet up from the sand dune. Excuse me.
Do we see any camels?
Or sandworms.
Yeah, giant sandworms.
Off in the distance, it looks like there are some camels, yeah.
Put that to your
What
list.
kind of camels?
One hump or two?
Unicameral or bicameral?
Unicameral, which I forget what variety, because the
The
It's the
two-humped
back-train
are
camel.
back-train.
yeah,
Dromedaries.
Dromedaries.
yeah, thank you.
Is that on your list? Can you add camel?
Well, yeah, that's why I'm pulling up my list.
That's why I
I'm
asked.
pretty
if
sure I
camels
don't
are
have camel. I'm guessing it's like a draft horse CR. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are dromedaries.
drum.
So this seems to be a very warm, like, desert for its daytime temperatures. For anyone who's wondering, Bactrian camels are found in the Gobi Desert, and that is a desert
Colder.
that also gets very cold during the day. All deserts get cold at night, but this also gets cold, very, very cold during the day too, in the Gobi. So, yep, that's the kind of place you're in. The table, like I said, is about 8 by 10 feet. And there is a whole bunch of just different, like, papers and letters. Looks like personal correspondence spread out. And then there's 2 other people here.
Ooh, where are the people?
I haven't identified themselves.
What do they look like?
Are they friendly?
Is Charna here too?
Yes, Charna's the one who's been talking to you.
Well, I
She
know,
greeted
but
you.
it's just- okay.
The other 2 people?
What do they look like?
Okay. Both are women. Now, one is human. The other looks to be half human, half elf. They simply nod to you, but don't identify themselves in any way.
I nod back as non-sarcastically as I can,
As a badger.
as a badger. Tip my hat too.
Hey, Charna, can I have some of your hair?
No.
Why not? I'll give you money.
How much?
5 gold.
No.
50.
Do you think scrying on me is worth that little? Please, don't insult me.
Think of it as a test for your scrying defenses.
They get defended plenty well.
Yeah, but what about from weirdos like us?
And what would I have to worry about with weirdos like you?
I don't know. We're wild cards.
Yeah.
I like you right now.
Thank you.
Don't change
I
that
don't
opinion.
really need to hear more of that sentence.
You're basking in your light. Nines is basking in Charna's light.
Yeah.
Do you have some of the
She likes me.
voices hair I could buy?
Unfortunately, no.
Is there a black market for that?
Probably. I haven't ever explored it.
Do you have some of the voices bathwater I could buy? I assume he sells it.
So,
Why would
I'm
you
not that
assume
much of a
that?
pervert.
how much of a pervert are you?
Less than keeping bath water.
Oh. Well, you who are Charna,
Yes.
would you introduce us to the other guests?
No.
Why not?
Because this is a thief thing. Everyone, do you have code names we can use? Like cool ones, like the Owl and
Badger 1.
Of the
And-
two women,
Mrs. Pink.
of the two women that are there, one of them is very, very rugged looking. Yet she's got a very.
Is this the human or half elf?
This is the half elf.
Okay.
She's got obviously like a really muscular build, very lean, but definitely like just carries herself in a way where you know she can break you. She looks tough, and you have a feeling that if she told you she could like climb one-handed up the side of a mountain, she probably could. That's the sort of vibe you're getting from her. The other one, I think, would be more aptly described, if somewhat she looks like someone who you would see singing in a nightclub. She's wearing a very elegant gown at the moment. It has her hair done absolutely perfectly. Full makeup. Very elegant. Her gown has sequins, so it catches the light. It's quite an opposite pairing here.
Do you guys have code names?
The more elegantly dressed one says, "No, we don't need them."
Okay, well, I'll just assign you some.
You can call me Guna.
Guna?
Yes, that's my name.
Is this the pretty one, or?
Yes, this is the very elegant
Oh,
one.
Guna.
Yeah.
Guna, Guna.
Yes, exactly.
It's unusual that names are spelled as they're pronounced.
Yes.
Yeah, actually it is.
And what do we call you?
My name is Kanto.
With a C or a K.
See.
Kanto?
Yeah, that's her name.
All right.
Well, you are Guna and
My
Kanto.
name is Sorio. This is Olseth. That's Nines. That's a pseudonym, though.
Stage name.
Oh, we know.
What about?
Okay.
See, I'm semi-famous.
This is Hoen Keeloon.
It's their dream to open up a bakery.
That took me a second to catch on. Guna looks at Holwen. Haven't I seen you somewhere before? No.
Insight check.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. Insight check.
11.
25.
The best that you can figure out is something's going on. You don't know what, Soria. Nines, you're pretty sure that Holwen is lying, but you don't know why. Could be... you can infer here that Holman's talking to thieves. Holman's a,
Investigative
journalist. You know, maybe fearing some tension or something there, right? But other than that, you don't know.
Yeah, so this is Holland Keeloon, a famous investigative journalist.
I have their home address if you want it.
I don't say that part, I just thought it would be fun.
All right, good to know.
All right, I brought 4 grappling hooks. Will that be enough for whatever we're doing?
Maybe. It depends on what we all come up with together.
Oh, I thought you had to plan already.
Well, we have the beginnings of a plan.
Oh, that's usually the easiest part, though.
Do you have names for them?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Zoria is very good at making plan names.
I'm sure that you are.
So walk us through your plan, and also what we're doing.
Well, why don't we start with what we're doing, Charna says.
What are we doing?
It's called a target when it's a heist.
So, you are all aware that I am married. Yes?
You mentioned it, yes.
You see, I'm not much of a fan of my husband, nor he of me. Don't worry, it's not quite a mutual loathing, more just a mutual disinterest.
Oh, good. I was afraid we were leading up to an assassination. That would not be good.
Yeah, it's more like a shadow.
Yeah.
No, I don't really want him dead. I mean, if I got news that he died somewhere, I wouldn't exactly cry, but
What's his name?
my husband's name is Trinap.
1P or 2?
1.
And he's another dragon.
Oh, yes. He's from the Kerstead family. Giving all my players time to write
Take
things
notes.
down in case you're wondering why there's some pauses here. Yes, Trinap is from the Kersteads. Our marriage was nothing more than an alliance.
Was it at least a nice wedding?
It was short,
What
so...
kind of food did you have?
What kind of food did we have?
Yeah, it's a wedding. You have good food.
Well, I always have good food. I'm really rich. I don't
Maybe the meals here
remember
would be
the kind
good.
of food we had on that day. I don't really even remember where we got married.
Do you remember if you were both there?
Oh, we were both there. There was an altar, some contracts, very blasé sort of thing.
So what's this have to do with our target?
Well, our marriage, of course, was an alliance between the two families. At least as much as two dragon families can make an alliance. Most of it was just an agreement that we wouldn't be directly targeting each other. So the Kersteads don't go after us, and we don't go after them.
What was your family again?
Really?
I don't. I have to go through my old journal to find Charna's last name.
She leaves it at really? Because that's what Charna would do.
Alright, I'll look it up. You keep talking.
If either side were to discover that one had betrayed the other, well, you would have significant grounds to sue for damages. And when two dragon families go after each other in that way, it can be quite ugly. There was never any sort of illusion that Trinap or I cared much for each other, much less were romantically interested. But the understanding was any other relationships, dalliances, if you will, should be kept quiet. Don't want to embarrass one another, much less our families' reputations. Unfortunately, someone got wind of my event with the voice. And they claim to have proof of that. Have you ever heard of the Fistinians?
Fastinians?
Fistinians.
Fistinians. No.
No, I have not heard of such a thing. Have you?
No, you haven't.
No.
Holwyn raises their hand. Well, it doesn't surprise me that you would have. Would you mind enlightening the rest? Holwyn swallows and clears their throat. The Fistinians are... It's an influential family here in Costuria. Specifically within Aliradel. They're sort of known as gossipers, to put it politely. They made their business selling tabloids.
Did you ever write for them?
Oh, no. No one really writes for them. You mostly just describe in lurid details events that might have happened.
So these tabloid people found out about your dalliance with the voice?
Yes. Unfortunately, it seems so. I was sent photographic evidence, and they are demanding payment to not publish. Obviously, I have enough money to pay them, but perhaps equally obviously, I don't trust them. And since I'm an esteemed member of Thieves Guild, why pay for something when I can simply take it? Or work with others to take it?
So the target is the evidence?
No, I need it to be more obtuse than that.
Oh, so you want, like, you don't want it to look like we're specifically stealing that evidence, but rather it was the evidence was destroyed or removed during some other thing.
Well, I wish that we could, but we haven't been able to get any intel on where they're keeping the photographs. If we had perhaps a week of uninterrupted searching time, maybe we could discover it on their property. At this point, Guna chimes in. The Festinians have quite a large estate on the outskirts of Aliradel. They used to live in the city, but about 20 years ago, they built this massive complex just outside the, at the time, outer city limits. They are notorious for never leaving. They're what you might say homebodies. Charna begins speaking again. So we won't have the luxury of searching endlessly. But we do know where one thing that they value highly is. It's at their home. They put it on display. They have a long, long family history. It dates back to the beginnings of Ghosteria. And they have been able to clearly trace their lineage all the way back to some of the earliest foundations of several cities. They keep all of that in a sort of grand family Bible. The Bible itself is worth quite a bit, just for its pieced parts. It's encased in an entirely solid gold binding. The pages are illuminated, decorated with the finest of materials, illustrated to perfection. It would fetch quite a high price on any black market. Not to mention the numerous jewels that encrust the covers. They have a flair for extravagance, to put it mildly. But they value what's in it just as much as what's on it, if not more so. I want to steal that.
You do know the last couple of places we had a heist at, the building exploded, right?
At that comment, Kanto gives a little snort, just... and Guna just kind of smacks her, just like... like you do with an old friend. Just like...
Or a child.
No.
They were not necessarily intentional explosions.
That makes it better.
No, they were actually both intentional.
Yes.
Scale vary.
At this
One
point,
was
Kanto
bigger
was
than the
over
other.
there, just like mouth over hand.
So
I do
will
not know
you
what's
be
so funny
providing
about
the
the blowing up.
explosives for this, or do we have to ad-lib?
At that point, even Guna is now doubled over laughing. Just like, when you're laughing so much that you're just like struggling to breathe. Guna's just like.
They seem to like explosions.
They did.
Charna looks a little bit ashen-faced at the moment. And Kanto barely manages to utter the words, "You said they were professionals."
We are professionals. We've been successful every time.
And we have gotten away each time.
What are you professionals at?
Heisting.
Adventuring?
That is sounding like your saxophone.
Charna, you are never gonna live this one down. Shut up! They're more talented than you think.
Trying to like.
So, do you have a plan or any info on the site or anything like that?
Well, we do have a bit of information. Firstly, as we said, oh, by the way, this is Guna talking.
Okay.
The Festinians are quite the homebodies. At this point, their children have all moved out, and it's just the couple living there. They rarely leave, and to give you an idea of just how obsessed they are with protecting their things. When they do, which seems to happen at most once a year, the entire property is transported to another dimension.
For like the year?
That would make it inconvenient.
For however long they're gone.
Oh, so like when they leave the house, they like phase the property out of existence?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Is it a pain in the butt to like if they like walk out and they transport and they're like,
Forgot
my keys. Yeah. Bring it back.
Or if they forgot which dimension they sent it to.
I wouldn't know. But to put it mildly, they take the security seriously.
So since is it here currently, so we know they're there?
Yes,
Okay.
they rarely ever leave, like we said. And on the rare occasions that they do, the entire estate fades into another realm. Oh, and we've had people test in the past. It's not simply invisible. It's not there.
Do you know how they do that?
Well, I'm assuming quite powerful magic.
Do you know who's doing that magic?
As far as we can tell, the home was enchanted with the ability when it was constructed.
Because if we could control where it goes, we could just send it somewhere super easy to steal from and convince them to leave. And then send it to like, I don't know, what, your estate or something.
So the plan is to
But that's just a random thought. It's not a plan.
hijack the translocation.
It's just an option to explore.
Option B.
How many servants and like staff and stuff do they have?
Yeah, and how many of them are badgers?
I don't think any of them are badgers. This is Kanto talking.
You would not be able to infiltrate then.
Yeah, well,
It was a thought.
I'll just have to be a servant's pet. And bring your pet to work day.
I've never seen any badgers, at least.
Are there guards?
Quite a few.
Well, what about, staff?
Guards, there seems to be at least several dozen patrolling the property at all times.
That is a lot of guards.
Forcing our way in isn't exactly a great idea. It's unknown what happens when the mansion phases, for example. And if they have any ability to teleport themselves away before it does, and if that dimension is, say, hostile to life continuing in it, but it leaves inanimate objects alone, might be fine. We don't know. So fighting, not the best option. The last thing that we know
Look at that, no fighting.
is that there is a large event being held in several days. Although the Festinians never leave, they do enjoy hosting soirees.
Well, you gotta get your socialization.
So although it seems they don't like to leave their property, they are certainly not missing the social interactions.
Did you say that this book is on display in like the main hall or something? You said.
It usually is, but sometimes for these larger parties, it's been known to be moved to different locations around the house, or depending on the people hosting, they may actually put it into secure storage. The event that's being hosted looks like it's going to be one of their fundraising balls. They often invite, the well-to-do from all over the world and raise money for some charity that's not really a thing.
You are well-to-do. Are they inviting you?
Charna looks at you and says, although they're inviting some members of my family, I will be perfectly far away from the event, as I would need a very good alibi.
So, Charna, I was looking through my notes. Is it Morton or Cromhaven? I had both names written down.
Figure it out.
Just tell me. It's not that hard.
Yes, but it's more fun to watch you squirm.
Well, I'm going to derail this whole planning session until you just tell me.
Really?
Do it.
Zoria would do something like that.
Really?
I already am started.
So,
Morton, Cromhaven, which is it?
I will be, performing. Yes, I do have other talents.
I check the signet. I check the tag on her shirt to see if it has her name written on it.
Monogrammed.
What?
Oh yeah. Does she have anything that's like CM or CK? Like a handkerchief?
Yes, I steal her handkerchief.
Little initials on the sleeves.
Oh my god. Really? No. She continues. This is very amusing for me. I'm liking
Do you
this.
think she
quite
has a
bit.
wallet I can steal?
That you can steal? No, but she has a wallet.
Oh.
I mean, you can try. That's up to you, I suppose.
Oh.
Just ask her if you can steal her wallet.
Can I steal your wallet for a second?
No.
Why not?
Why would I let you steal my wallet?
So how are we getting an invite to this ball?
I was asking a question. I don't know.
You're not stealing my wallet.
Can I borrow your wallet?
No.
What if I put something into it?
No.
What if I have really cool things?
You realize that I'm a very well-practiced thief, right?
Yeah.
I don't trust people.
Well, that's great. I'm a badger.
I don't trust badgers either.
Well, that's great. I'm really a tabaxi.
I certainly don't trust Tabaxi.
Why not? We're great people.
I think all the previous conversation to this point is evidence as to why.
Well, I was really hoping you'd forget that part and do a fresh start. Hi, I'm Nines.
So-
Anyway,
How are you getting into this ball?
well, my friend here, Charna gestures over to, I'm blanking on her name. Guna.
Guna.
Thank you. My friend Guna here is quite a fantastic singer.
Great. We should do one sometime.
You could be a accompanist.
Yeah. I'm semi-famous.
Nines,
Yes.
you are going undercover performing with her.
That's great.
Yes. And Hoban did not even have to book the gig.
You have to talk to my agent, though, about this.
The whole one looks around. Would there be any money in this, like, actually changing hands? Guna says, well, yes, for the sake of keeping appearances, we need to make sure everything is done as though it were on the up and up. Okay, then, whatever Nine's cut would be to keep all appearances, and obviously this is a short-term performer, a non-permanent position, and then everything like that, I understand that it wouldn't be the massive paycheck that he might otherwise get. You can just make that payable to,
Kiyun?
You're supposed to ask for more money.
Kiyun Incorporated?
the whole one's looking around. Yes,
Kiyun?
Keyloon Management. Talent Management.
A company you've had for a
Why
long
is the talent
time.
part scratched out?
Yes, Keyloon Talent Management Services.
Yeah.
Why is my name on that?
You're just one of the
Guna
many.
just goes, All right, that's fine. I'm assuming you know how to perform Navidian jazz, yes?
Sure, I can figure that out in an afternoon.
What instrument do you play?
I just got a saxophone last week. You know, when I turned into a badger.
It was a little more than a week ago.
Time's kind of weird in this area.
Oh, all right.
What, do you got, like, sheet music or something?
For the first time since you've been here, Guna looks uncomposed.
You have decomposed her.
That's what Ninus does to people.
He's better than you think. I promise, Charna says. You will be performing there. I will be playing the piano, as I have ensured that I will be invited to the Costarian National Opera Company for a guest performance.
Okay, so that covers nines. And Guna.
Holwyn, obviously, being Nine's manager, will be easy enough to get in.
He will manage to get in.
Soria, you as a druid should be able to slip in unnoticed.
Oh, like it's an animal?
Yes.
I could also just turn into like someone who's not me.
That would be harder to pull off.
Why?
Well, they'll be looking for people, they'll be asking about it, and they'll be crossing names off lists. So let's say you go as someone who is invited, and then they show up after you're there, or vice versa.
Why don't I just go in as like a servant?
They also get checked.
Oh. How do we know the mice don't get checked too?
Well, there aren't many mice on the property, but I'm assuming something like a bug of some sort. A
Pretty
fly,
big assumption.
perhaps?
You think I just turn into any old bug? Because I do.
I mean, you are
She likes spiders a lot.
you are a druid, yes?
Yeah.
Why'd you have to check your watch for that?
No, I was just checking my body,
Checking your
my hands.
I thought you were looking at your watch. It's like, oops, time to druid.
For a druid, you do seem to have a suspicious number of allergies to pollens.
And is
What do you
suspicious
mean?
amount of watches.
What are you talking about?
That's role playing right there.
Now, Ulseth,
yes.
how do you feel about being a roadie?
A groupie.
I keep telling you.
You want me to carry stuff?
Yes.
Yes, I believe it's easy enough for Guna to arrange for some help with equipment.
So would it
Do
be,
I need to carry your piano?
Would it also be Kanto? Then?
Oh, I'm on the other end of operations.
What's that mean?
What's the end?
I'm going in as a servant.
Why can she go in as a servant and I have to go in as a bug?
And he has to go in as a groupie.
Because I already work there.
Oh.
How'd you pass the interview
So
process? How many interviews were there?
Do you have blueprints of the house?
More than you want. It took us a year to get an inn over there.
So you know the layout of the place.
To a degree. I work in the stables.
Oh, well.
I don't know the
close.
inside of the house very much.
Do they have a nice horse?
They don't have any horses.
What's in the stable?
Weirdly, nothing.
Why
What
do you work
do
there? Dust?
Not much, actually.
Does it pay well for doing nothing?
Well, it pays well for doing nothing, but it doesn't pay very well.
So, As I am a roadie, do I need to carry your piano or
Groovy.
carry you or carry the saxophone for nines?
Guna responds, well, the piano will already be there.
Oh,
There's
good.
one at the
I was
estate.
not looking forward to carrying a piano.
You could just be twice the size. I think it'd be easy for you to carry a
We
piano
should
then.
consider bringing a piano because a piano could fit a lot of explosives in it.
We're very limited on what we can bring in. But among the things that we can bring in, I'm allowed my custom microphone. My performers are allowed their instruments.
Oh, there are more performers.
Yes, Nines will be one member of a band accompanying me.
Oh,
There will be other roadies with me.
Is there a spot?
Unfortunately for you, not many.
Is there a spot for Honker in the band?
They all look at each other. Who's Honkered?
Honker?
Did I bring it with me? Did I bring the staff with me?
And that's a you question. It's a
I guess I
walking
would.
stick.
I did keep it in my room, if I remember right.
I think you did, yes.
Oh,
And it basically just attaches to my belt.
yeah.
I guess I'll tap the crystal since you want
Honker?
to. Ding, ding, ding.
Okay, so you did bring it with you?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
fine.
it's a magic item. I like magic items.
A Honkered appears. Oh, hi. Hello. It's good to see you all,
Would you like to?
whoever you are.
Would you like to play at a fancy party, Honker?
Oh, I would love to. Yes. Of course, I would. Absolutely. Want to play. He's like looking at you all for like any clues of the fancy party.
We're doing a heist and getting in as performers.
Well, that sounds dangerous.
Except I'm a bug.
That
And I'm a
also-
performer.
And I just carry stuff.
What sort of instrument do you play, Honkered? Oh, well, these days, mostly the spoken word.
Next.
I do have some skill with
Lute?
nearly a lyre.
Next.
Ah, I see that you are certainly of a discerning taste. So perhaps you'll be interested to know that I took 4 lessons in the concertina.
What's a concertina?
I think you played a concert.
Yeah.
Oh, a little concert.
Well, I've
That's what it is,
never
a concertina.
played it in a concert or seen it played in a concert. But I've seen it played and was nearly learning my scales. When, unfortunately,
If you-
whatever happened to me happened. And
So-
I am in the crystal.
Brief primer.
Or am the crystal?
Honker.
It's a little unclear.
Honkered is like a soul trapped in a crystal, but can project himself as a illusionary entity,
Well, I'm not really a soul so much as
a copy of
a
a soul.
copy of a soul.
But what's important
But I
is
am trapped.
he has a lot of credentials. He played for the Silcinian royal family portrayers
Yes, I did.
one time.
They are actors that portray the royal family of Silcine, which I have been informed is not a thing that they still have.
But think about how valuable an asset a illusionary entity could be for any given heist.
I certainly can be distracting and
While
not
he's talking, I go for
touch
the wallet.
things. Charna just smacks your hand.
I was invisible.
Did you use your vanishing power?
I might as well if I'm going to try to steal a wallet.
You don't have the ability to roll a stealth high enough to
My
surpass
character
Charna's passive
does not
perception.
know that.
I realize that,
And that's why your hand gets smacked.
and that's why your hand got smacked.
Oh.
So, like, do you need...
That's just your unfortunate lot in life to not realize when you're bad at something. What were you saying?
So, do you need me to, like, bring stuff in as a fly? Like, what kind of magic do they have protecting?
Perhaps you could spread a disease.
What?
Yeah, we haven't tried that way yet.
Why am I the fly?
Can you be a mosquito?
Yes. So remember that next time you get on my bed, son. I could give you a mildly annoying rash.
I can give you whatever you get when a badger bites you.
Rabies?
I don't know.
So, like, I have a bag of holding that I can bring a lot of stuff in as a fly, assuming they don't have magic that detects wild shapes or, you know, magic stuff.
I don't know if they do.
That might be valuable to know.
I mean, I can try looking around, but I haven't been able to get a lot of information on the security of this place. That's one of the challenges. It's been here for almost 10 years, and no one from the guild's ever been able to take anything from it. Which is, at this point, Kanto chimes in, which is why I bothered getting a job there.
So you who are Charna, I have been overhearing the conversation that is going on, and I am very concerned that if there is magic detection, that Zoria will be found out and perhaps swatted. That would not be good.
Then I'd turn into a me again.
Yeah. Perhaps it would be better if Zoria appeared as, say, Kanto and got in that way.
But then we're down a person.
Yeah. We would be down at Kanto then.
She looks like she could beat people up.
I definitely couldn't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that. You're pretty weak armed.
Yeah.
I'm
Only
there.
that.
I'm there in case everything goes sideways and need a quick escape.
Yeah, what are the odds of that happening? We just look at each other.
Quick escape.
Yeah.
Quick escape.
All
We
right.
did run away very well last time.
Can we test if I can get in? Because if I could, you said it's in a couple days.
Yeah, we've got 2 days.
So why don't you let me, next time you're going in, Kanto, you lead me there. And then separate from you, I'll try and go in as a fly. See if I can get in just fine. And that'll give me an opportunity to hopefully see the book up close. Because then I can use a tracking spell if I can see the book up close beforehand.
You know, around the entrances, they might not have quite as much magical protection because if they need to bring some things in, they have to search it manually. Like if they had an enchantment that just like basically demagicked anything that tried to go by, they couldn't get half the mansion in there to begin with. It's loaded with magical items.
Well, and all the guests are going to have like glamored clothes and stuff.
Yeah. So what if you came in like you just hung out inside like my jacket or something?
Yeah.
Well, since you work in the stables, being a fly in your jacket would actually make sense, even though there are nothing in the stables. But if there are flies,
There could be
they would
flies in
the
there.
stables, yes.
Well, they had been talking about getting a couple pigs.
Well, you could be a pig.
I might be able to arrange getting some pigs. They'd wanted truffles. And, you know, they wanted me to go truffle hunting with the pigs.
And you could turn into a pig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a
Yeah.
truffle.
That's where it was going.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought I came up with a good idea.
That was a really good idea after the fact.
All right. Well, why don't you let me see if I can get in and see the book beforehand? Because I have a spell that lets me sense objects' direction and location within 1,000 feet, but I have to have seen it up close before.
Well, if we can get you in, either as a pig or a fly in my jacket or something, then you should be able to, especially as a fly, get up to the mansion all right. As far as I've been able to tell, there's not a ton of enchantments on the structure itself. Mostly it's, you know, on the outlying walls and cases within the mansion. Because the one time that I saw them leave, I wasn't even working there then. The entire property, by like 10 feet down into the dirt, transported itself out. It's the wildest thing I've ever seen. And then there was just a crater.
That creates quite a hazard. Have they ever been sued by people who have fallen in?
Can we
Not
be
that
the
I'm aware
first?
of.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let
we'll
us-
just fall in.
And sue them
Yes.
for a attractive hazard.
Guna's looking around.
That's a nice. Oh, I gotta.
Well, we've managed to get everyone in who needs to get in. So, what are the chances that we'll be able to get the book out without anyone noticing?
You could make an illusion of the book.
Why don't we just get one of those teleportation scrolls that you gave us?
Charna looks at you. You mean to get to this place?
Or wherever, yeah.
I don't think that'll work. When those scrolls are used, it leaves a bit of a trace of magic. Something that could be detected.
So why don't we teleport to whoever you want to frame's place?
Well, what I'm hoping is to be able to use this as leverage to give the book back in exchange for the secrets.
Okay.
So you want them to know that you have it.
Well, no, I want them to, I want them to come running for help. I will go to meet with them under the guise of paying them money. They'll likely bring out what evidence they have. Instead of giving them payment, I will offer to get them their book back.
It's a good plan.
Yeah. No flaws.
Mutual extortion.
Is
Yeah.
there? All right,
I
so
guess that balances.
Of course, I fully plan on having some sort of self-destruct enchantment put on it so it burns itself minutes after I return it to them, because I don't like them anymore.
That's a good plan too.
So
Kanto's trying to talk me out of it, but
Why? It's fun.
so far for this pilfering, we have a plan on how to get in. We have no plan about how to acquire the object, and we have no plan about how to get out.
and we have to make sure Kanto keeps her job. We don't want her to get unemployed.
Oh, that would be very bad. Yes, so we have almost no plan at all. That is very good. That
Well,
is our idiom.
we'll do the reconnaissance and whatnot.
Yeah, we need to do some reconnaissance.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe find out where they generally store the book. Right?
yeah.
And then we can formulate a better plan when we know things. And are we calling
We have
this a
not ever
heist
done that
officially?
before.
Because we don't really do pilfers and stuff.
I think calling it a heist will be just fine.
Great.
Yes.
Great.
We're so good at this. We're so good at high fives.
Owen.
Great. I have 2 questions though.
Ah,
What are your tragic backstories?
They look at each other. That's more than we want to share.
Can I get a little bit? Yeah. A little bit of backstory? I do sad badger eyes. Does that do anything?
Guna speaks.
yeah, it worked.
I'm from Glindring. I am quite attractive. And
And
Insight
mostly
check.
mostly spend my time ensuring that the well-to-do men in this city feel important. I work mostly in nightclubs and private engagements, entertaining. Not like that.
I like playing piano.
Does everyone have a piano
But-
that they can play?
These people, these families, yes.
There are lots of pianos.
But in the meantime, I'm really stealing from them. Kanto looks at you and goes, I'm from here. I hate this town, but I can't leave it.
You live in,
Why not?
You live in this
Lots of
hotel?
reasons.
Anything you want to share with me?
No.
That
Oh.
is very interesting. We have the opposite problem. We are not from here, but we can't stay.
That happens.
It does happen.
It has happened.
Question 2. What do you think happened to Fervent?
Kanto looks at you. Who?
Fervent.
Fervent. Crystal guy.
Haven't I ever told you about Fervin?
Dwarf. blew
Guna
up.
turns to Kanto. He invented all that, like, crazy technology back in Glendering I talked to you about? Oh, him. He's dead.
Yeah, but how?
Never thought about it.
Why not?
I barely think about him at all.
I think about him all the time.
I mean, I forgot about it entirely.
Obsessive.
Oh, wait a second! Why haven't we used a legend lore on that?
Because we've only had one day with that spell. And we used it on the armor.
Why did we do your thing first? My thing's way more important.
Well, you can do it next.
Great, we'll do it next.
Aha.
We leave.
Are they confused?
So, tomorrow,
We'll meet outside the estate
Are
for
we all
some
going?
reconnaissance. Yeah. Yeah, why not?
We are wanted.
I mean, it's outside the city. We're only wanted in the city.
That's true.
It's probably fine.
What about the time that we're in the city before we get to the outside?
well, you can look like anyone you want.
Yeah.
I can look like a guy
He's a
for an hour.
pet. Holwyn put on a
Where'd Holwyn
hat,
go?
I guess. And you can disguise yourself.
Probably long enough to get out.
So, figure it out. You've been managing thus far.
Yeah,
You'll meet
we are not
Guna
dead
and
yet,
Kanto tomorrow
Mostly.
outside the estate. Soria, obviously, you'll be with Kanto.
Is there a rehearsal for this?
You're at it.
No, I mean, is there a rehearsal for the performance?
Guna says, at our skill level, there's a warm-up before and no rehearsals. You're expected to come ready to play. Which is indeed what I expect of you.
Great, I can probably do that. How hard can a saxophone be?
Right.
It's only got, like, what, 3 buttons?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
No reason to worry. You have about a week to prepare.
Yeah, that's fine.
She said it was jazz. You could
No,
play
it's a
anything.
week because the show's ending.
Yeah. I always love it when I can like slip that in.
Yeah, I know
Kind
you
of
do.
works as close. It's not quite perfect, but it
Was that the
happens.
segue to the end?
Yes.
That's the segue.
Anyway, it seems apparent that Midnight Brunch has found the Thieves Guild to some degree. And
Always exists.
it always exists.
It's always like these
And
things.
it's always in
And
denial.
they are going to be doing another heist.
We're good at ice.
This time, maybe with less explosives, but they still have a planning session. So
I still have explosives. I think we need to set up the piano so when a certain chord gets played, it explodes.
Oh, that has happened before, I think, in other things. So it would not be unexpected.
Yeah. But anyway.
Until next time, then, everyone. Stay safe. We love you.